Today's title is, Am I the a-hole for installing a lock on the bathroom door after my brother-in-law kept barging in? My F25 husband's M30, brother-in-law, M33 moved in with us after his divorce few weeks ago. The problem I have is that he started barging into the bathroom whenever I'm using it. He never knocks or anything. Another thing is that he only does this when it's me in the bathroom, not his brother. I told my husband about what I'd noticed, but he laughed it off and called me paranoid. It was embarrassing because his brother would see me exposed and it made me uncomfortable. My husband said he spoke to him and he apologized but did it again. When my husband and I got married, we promised to not have locks or lock each other out of any room. So the bathroom didn't have a lock. I was really considering getting a lock, and I let my husband know that if his brother walks in on me in the bathroom one more time, then a lock will instantly be installed. He didn't say anything. Well, yesterday, brother-in-law walked in on me showering. He knew I would be in the shower but barged in anyone claiming he needed to pee. I had enough. I went out and got a lock and installed it. My husband got home, saw it and blew up on me saying I violated an agreement that I was part of and went against his wishes, being uncomfortable with locks in the house. He demanded I remove it and promised and guaranteed that his brother won't walk in on me again, but I refused. He's been pissed about it since then and is giving the silence treatment. Info: I'm not close with my brother-in-law, my husband is. I don't even talk to him that much and I barely even sat with him at any gathering before he moved in with us. UPAT date. So before I provide an update on this situation, it's worth noting that my brother-in-law used to do this with the bedroom too, but at least I'm not always exposed in the bedroom. So my husband came home and I told him the lock will not be removed till his brother leaves, and his reaction was to try and remove the lock himself and tell me to quit acting childishy. What I did was not shout or scream but pack a bag and go to my mom's house for the next few days or so till this gets resolved somehow. On my way out I saw my brother-in-law in the driveway smoking. He knew what the argument between me and my husband was about, but instead of stepping up to fix it, he offered to take me to my mom's house saying that my husband could use some space from me. This made me cry the whole Uber ride to my mom's house. The reason I feel offended is because brother-in-law tend to be hurtful when he talks about others. I did all I could to win his approval, but he thinks less of me and thinks I'm childish, just like my husband says. The first comment is, not the a-hole. Brother-in-law is doing this on purpose and not respecting any boundaries. I know he heard the shower running. This is extremely creepy for him to barge in on only you. Keep the lock. The second comment is, what the? You are not the a-hole. This is so creepy. Why is your husband okay with your brother-in-law repeatedly seeing you naked/exposed? If this was my situation, that brother-in-law would have been out on the street the second time that happened. This story makes my skin crawl. What is wrong with your husband? The third comment is, not the a-hole. Your husband should care more about your comfort than a truly ridiculous agreement. When my husband and I got married, we promised to not have locks or lock each other out of any room. Being married doesn't mean you are no longer allowed to have privacy. You have a right to that, and I would have thought twice about anyone wanting to take that away. However, assuming you were fully in agreement on that, you agreed to not have privacy from your husband, not everyone else. Info: do you never have guests over? I lock THR bathroom when I use it at other people's houses. The fourth comment is, not the a-hole. This is what my abuser did to test how much I would put up with before he escalated the abuse. Your husband is enabling this abuse. Brother-in-law needs to go or you need to leave. This situation will only get worse. I wish I would have stood up for myself then. You still have time.